Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Angela Serendipity Art. Welcome to my studio. If this is your first time here, I hope you watched this video and you find something that you like and you stay and subscribe. And if you're coming back, well, I'm glad to have you back in my studio. Like I promise every Thursday, where we're going to have different techniques. Not all the techniques that I do is my idea, is some of them I've seen in videos in a while. So the best therapy. And I'm glad you're here. Okay, if you're wondering how I did this card and this background, you will be surprised to know how I did this. It's a watercolor card. Watercolor is very trendy now. There's all kinds of ways to use watercolors. There's liquid watercolors. There is little pans with watercolors. There's watercolor pencils, watercolor brushes, watercolors, everything. Some are affordable, some are very expensive. But in these days where we want to save every penny and pinch every penny because we don't know what's going to happen, you'll be surprised what I made this with. And if you want to know and learn, just keep watching. If not, if you're not interested, gladly I'm happy that you stopped by. And I appreciate you for visiting. So, with no further ado, let's just go hands on. Okay, so this is the card that I made. And I'm trying to put it here, but I think over here. And this is the background that I did, another background. I've been practicing as trial and error. And let me tell you something. There is no wrong or right on this. This is okay. So what are I'm going to be using to show you this. I'm going to use this stamp that is from Club Scrap when I used to belong to Club Scrap. And this is from 2011. It used to be mounted here, but I removed it and I put, I make it a cling stamp because it was taking, but I haven't got rid of the block. The other thing that you're going to need is something to stamp with. And I'm sorry about my nails. I haven't done my nails. They're a mess. But that's what we're here for. So you can use, I have my mini platform in the rubber, because you know that you can use rubber and clear, and this can easy switch. So I have mine in rubber. So if you want the misty, there is so many out there. Or if you have acrylic stamps, those will work perfectly fine. The stamp that you see is here. And yes, it's stained because I use StayOn. And StayOn, it's a strong, and I don't have the cleaner for that. So you're going to need the platform. The other thing that you are going to need is an ink. I'm using the Nuvo Hydric ink pad that is Black Shadow. And this is an ink that you can use with alcohol markers, watercolors, anything, and it won't smear. There is other over there that you can use, like Memento Tuxedo. There is one from Gina K. There is Alter New has one. Simon Says has one. So whichever you have, as long as not water soluble, you can use. You're gonna need water. So I have my water in my little Nuvo mist. You're gonna need watercolor paper. I didn't have my Strat Ranger, that is the Tim Holtz cardstock. It is what? Oh my goodness, I can't speak today. It is watercolor paper, and it has two surfaces. It got smooth, and this is in texture. And I'm going to use the smooth size. This card is made in the texture. This one is in the smooth. So, and this is an A4 size. So that's another thing you're going to need. You're going to need a plastic wrap of anything that you have, paper, anything that you have that you want to use. So I am going to use this one. Like I say, I like to take mine and hold on, has something sticking there that you can open and make it big. You're going to need an embossing powder. This is the Recollection clear detail embossing powder. I'm going to use my water, my Aqua Shimmer and Midas Touch. And these are optional things. In the big and main and primary is markers. The brand doesn't have to be this brand. It can be any brand. It can be the dollar stores one. It can be those the little, the skinny ones. It can be any brand as long as they are water soluble. And these I am going to put here. These are probably over 10 years old. These used to be my daughter's. And I started playing with them. So, did I missing something? Something if you want to edge you're going to need a pencil. I use the distresser to distress my edge. I use this sometimes to push the ink. I'll show you scissors and of course an embossing heat tool. Okay, so the colors that I'm going to use in here are going to be blue, yellow, pink, green, and red, and maybe purple. Okay, so since I'm not going to use these color, I'm going to set them aside so it won't take room in here. I am going to use these sides on my mat. It has a special thing for you to work on, but you can use a paper, anything, a piece of glass, a piece of plastic, an old plate that you have to do what I'm going to do. You don't have to, you can use things around the house. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and you're going to need a piece of paper to block, to dry your, and this is number 3 I got these a while ago. These are Japanese. I got them a while ago, so I don't even remember where I got it. Okay, let's just start. And we're going to start in this area. So I am going to move all of this stuff so you can see me work. First of all, I'm going to make sure my surface is clean. You see, it had a little bit of, this is just water, tap water. You don't need a special water for this. Okay, so we're going to start. If you have any questions about it, we're going to have our piece of plastic ready. You can use this. I am kind of going to cut it here so I have a better control. If you want to use a bigger size, that's okay. It has a little piece here of paper, but I am going to use this side. Okay, so I want to take my blue. Do it here. I'm going to put some blue. Some yellow. And I'm going to put some purple. Okay. So I use those 4 colors. Then I'm going to take my water bottle. You can use anything that you have. And you're going to spray this. And I am going to try to work around the edges. I'm going to try to do this in a different way to leave this area in the center. So I am going to go and move my paper here. And then I am going to start. And here is where you can use your bone folder to kind of move the colors. And you have to be careful because you don't want to do muddy colors. You have to be careful with the colors that you picked. And again, if you want to take another color, you want to make sure that it's all around. Okay, so I want to do it. I like that. I'm going to take my little towel, dry this because I don't want anything. And then I'm going to use my heat tool and I am going to dry my paper. You're going to notice that it might kind of get a little wall, you see how it curved up? But that's not a problem. You want to make sure it's really dry. If you go back like this, it will go flat again. So that's good. So next, it will be the stamping. I feel pretty happy with this. I want to leave more blank space here. Okay, I am going to put here my paper. I only have one magnet. I don't know where the other one went. And I am going to take my ink and ink my stamp. You can do this also with Versamark and use clear and it will be like a resist. And then I will go like this, and I will make sure I'm putting even pressure. It should be fine. If you want it a little more defined, you can add more. I'm going to do it one more time in the bottom part. There, that's better. And then I'm going to take immediately, because this doesn't dry right away, my embossing powder and sprinkle it over it. You don't have to put a lot. I move this. I kind of move it around, make sure that every area. And then I just bend a little bit this, put it back into the jar. Then if you have a little area like this, some areas where you don't want some, you just can use a brush and take the excess. So I already used that. I am not going to need my platform anymore, so I will move it. And we're going to work here. And we're going to use our heat tool. You will know when your embossing powder it is melted because it becomes shiny. If you see areas, sometimes because this is watercolor paper, it takes a little longer for it to melt. So, how are you guys doing? What are you guys creating? Let me know in the comments below if you want any specific technique that you want me to do. Like I say, this is not my technique. I've seen this technique done for many, many people, but I wanted to share it with you because I really enjoy it. And I know that there's times when things are really hard to go, we can't go outside, we have to work what we have in hand. Okay, so here you can see that it's all stamped. And now we're gonna start coloring. Now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna use my first color. And if you notice, you see that it has some green in there. Just make sure that you just clean your tip. And we're going to put a little bit in here of the yellow. And we're going to use the green. So for now, we're going to use those two colors. Then I'm going to take my water bottle and I'm going to just spray a little bit of water to activate that. And I am going to put my paper here, and then I am going to start with the lighter color. And I put a little bit because I didn't want it to be yellow, yellow. I wanted it to be a little bit more like a lime green kind of color. And I am going to go to the areas where I want it to be lighter. This is very fun, very easy, very relaxed. There, like I say, there's no right or wrong. Watercolor is very forgiving. So you can, do this with your kids, and you are not using your expensive watercolors or anything. I am going to put some here. One thing you have to consider when you're putting in certain areas is that it's dry. Let me see if I have, I have this area here. Okay, now I'm going to go with the darker one. And that one I'm going to use in the edges. And you can control how dark or how watered down you want your color. And like I say, if it gets out of the lines, not a biggie. Nobody's gonna be behind you saying, "Oh my God, look, she did." No, this is a very simple process, very easy. And you see how beautiful it looks. And I'm using inexpensive markers. And if you wanted to stay darker in that areas, in certain areas, you will like to then make sure that you put a dab it there and leave it there. So that way, when we're going to go back and we're going to dry this. And now I'm going to clean. I use this water bottle. This is what they use to put acetone in there. But I like it because I can just squeeze like this and get some water in here. And I don't have the risk of, so I use it to clean my water brush to make sure. So now I'm going to go ahead again and dry, because believe it or not, this is buildable. You can build the colors darker and darker. Isn't that gorgeous and easy and something that you have at home? Okay. Now I think I'm pretty good with my flowers. Maybe if I want to do, if you want to do it darker here, what you do is you just dab in that area. Like if I wanted it darker here to kind of build the color, you're just going to put the water in there. Don't move it around, because if not, you're going to wash out the color. And then you come back and dry it again. Okay? And this is what we've done so far. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm going to clean my brush. Make sure I don't have any. I love this brush. I bought these brush a while ago. They're very good brushes. Okay, now it's clean. Okay, I don't need any more green or any more of those colors. So I'm going to take my little 99 cents, because I have a chamois. but I don't know where it is. And I am going to clean this. Okay. Now we're going to work with these flowers. And we're going to use the pink. And we're going to use the purple. Okay. Again, take your water bottle. Spray. We're going to use we're going to start with the lighter color, that is the pink. And if you feel that this pink is too dark, you can water it down until you feel like it's lighter. So we're going to start with these here that I might need stronger color because there's blue in there. And that's why. Do you see how I put the little water there? It doesn't matter if it's out the lines. This is not, we're going to put it there. And it might resist a little bit because the embossing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dry it again. And it doesn't matter if it's moved or get around the flower. It will give shadows. And it became like a purplish color. And if you feel like you have too much, you just go like that. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to take the purple. And I am going to try to put the purple in these areas over here. Outside the flower. So it's kind of like a shadow. And we'll do the same thing here. And then let's don't forget this one here. And then I'm going to just clean. And I am going to use a little bit. I don't want to put too much water of the lighter in here. And in here. Okay. And we go again. And we dry it. Then if you find like I did, that I saw that I have like too many blank space, we are going to use this. I'm going to just clean this. I'm going to use this brown. I'm going to spray some water. I'm going to be very careful, and I am just going to do like in this areas around here, put this brown color around the leaves. So it doesn't look like too much white space. And then we have this one in the bottom. And then we are going to kind of spray it so to see the color, kind of to be able to blend that color. We don't want to have a line. So just go with your, and then we'll try it. And you can see how pretty that's it. And if you feel like you want to add a little bit more, you can take this. Oops. You can take this and do areas in here in the edges. So it kind of like looks more cohesive. And then you pretty much have a background. I have 3 different backgrounds here. Oh, it goes like this. It goes this way. So like you can see, and all done with markers, water-based markers. Like I say, you can add, for example, if I want to add some, let's say some glitter around it, but you have to consider one thing, that these are water-based and it can move. So you have to be careful when you're adding these because you can move your color. But if you want to put like some glitter around it, you can do that. And then I just clean my... The other thing that I do, and let me see if I have it here, because I'm not sure if I have it handy, because I wasn't planning to do that, but I just look at my area and saw that. No, I don't see it here. So sorry guys, I don't see it here. So if you can cut this to size. If you want to give them a more distressed look, you can go with your distress tool or your scissors or whatever you have and distress it. And then you can use one of your colors. I don't know. I have this one here. I'm going to use this Prima. And you can go like this. And there you go. So I hope you enjoy this technique and that you practice with any markers that you have at home. Like I say, you don't need to be perfect. This card I finished. All you need is a piece of cellophane, plastic, acetate, anything to kind of move your paint. And it's up to you how much and how little. Look, I did 3 cards and they're totally different. One have one more tone colors, one have this. So I hope you practice. I hope you play along. If you want, use the hashtag technique Thursday, so that way I can see your job. If you're still watching, I appreciate and I hope like you enjoy. If, like I say, if you have any question or you want me to do some technique or use some specific product, leave me the comments on the description box. I will be appreciative if you give me thumbs up if you like this kind of videos, or if you want to give me thumbs down, I'm okay with it. Not everybody can like what you do, and it's not a problem for me. So thank you for coming and play along in my studio today. And I hope to see you tomorrow. I will be showing my No Paper Left Behind, what I have done so far for this week. And if you were not interested in that and want to come back on Thursdays, I will see you next Thursday with another interesting technique. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay home. God bless you us all, and this should pass. So happy crafting, and I see you in my next video. Bye.